No more so than Lindemann. Right, onto the grid we go then. Ducran looking very distinctive there on the pink bike, looking very good indeed. Steve Costin there with his recently rebuilt bike after getting involved in that 11 bike pile up at Cabell. Away we go. A perfect start by Del Dowds. I tell you what, that light went out just as he dropped the clutch. That was absolutely perfect start by Dowds. And he's going to lead Lindemann through Ritchie's for the first time. And where's Dave? Is he third, Mr. Twyford? Yeah, I think he does drop in. It's a little bit hard to tell from this distance. So the three of them go down into Montreal for the first time. Now we've actually got a little bit of a camera there. We can't see too much. It's a bit staggered. That looks like Ducran's trying to go with him there in fourth place on the pink bike, as everybody else makes their way through. Wilson safely for the first time. Here we go up to the little bit of a tricky left-hander here, a bit of a late apex. It's easy when you get to know it, but first you've got to know it as Dowds is going to lead them into Agostini. Well, this is action replay of yesterday, really, isn't it, Bradley?
Yeah, you're right there as they go into Agostini's there, but it is David Lindemann in second place there, right behind Del Dowds. But Dave Twyford there, he said he was going to make a few adjustments there, and he's got a new tyre in as well there, so could well be one to watch as well. He dropped back a little bit, but of course he's leading the championship. He does have the advantage, and whether you're third by a tenth of a second or 10 seconds, it's still 16 points. But Del Dowds leads them as they go into August, ahead of Dave Lindemann and Dave Twyford. Mitch Ducran's looking to go with them as well. He's put a bit of daylight between himself and the fifth place rider there, but Kev Lilly in second place, seventh place ahead of Steve Costin there, bike number 33 in eighth. But the leaders, Round Williams and onto the Bentley straight, and there they go. Dave Lindemann's got the slipstream. He's going side with Del Dowds. Dave Twyford not close enough to make use of the slipstream this time around, but Dave Lindemann and Del Dowds side by side as they go in towards Brundles and Nelson's. We'll pick them up on our little camera here into the left-hander, change of direction to the right now, and it still looks like Del Dowds, the number 22, ahead of Dave Lindemann, but Dave Twyford late on the brakes there. He's caught right back up now to Dowds and Lindemann. Mitch Ducran doing everything he can to keep tabs on that leading trio, but we were in the 203s yesterday, which is an incredible pace.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Mitch doing what he can to stay. Just trying back a little bit. He needs to go a little bit closer to try and pick up that little bit of a slipstream that's available to him. But yeah, I again down to say this morning that Twyford's bike is absolutely missile in a straight line, and he's absolutely struggling to stay with it. Look at this side-by-side action as they come over the line. That is Dowds as far as I'm concerned, but only by about half a wheel width. The computer seems to agree with me, gives it 0.035 over the... Oh, that's around the outside. Is that Lindemann?
Lindemann around
wow,
the outside.
that was brave. That was fast. Yeah, he might be quick in a straight line, but he ain't hanging around in those corners either. And I'll tell you what, Twyford's now challenging on Dowds as well. So all of a sudden, Del knows in a fight. Ducran has certainly not managed to drop out of this one. Behind these four guys, Jack Bettersley, Toby Finnis, Steve Costin, Kev Lilly. That's Alex Mann, not the MZ racer. Alex, the class coordinator. Then is Brian Mayer rounding at your top 10 ahead of Seb Barrett. And William Barrett is leading the rookie Minitwins. He's in 12th place overall with a substantial gap. He's managed to put about 5-6 bikes between himself and Tim Wood, the second of the rookie Minitwins at this stage, with Ben King right behind him, and David Luff also in the action there. But the leaders are up to Hamilton's once again, aren't they, Bradley?
Yeah, you're right there. And this time round, Mitch Ducran is going with them. They're right there, pretty much equidistant between first, second, third and fourth. It's Lindemann, Dowds, Twyford and Ducran, but I'm impressed here with Mitch Ducran as well. Of course, as we mentioned, first meeting back after breaking the collarbone a few months ago there. He's right there in fourth place with plenty of clear track behind him, but he's got the leading three right there in front of him. I think he may be close enough to make use of the slipstream as well as they go out of Williams and down the Bentley straight, but it is Lindemann, Dowds, Twyford and Mitch Ducran in that order as they go down the back straight.
Well, they disappear out of our sight, and again we can see the slipstreaming battles going on. I think that could well be a bit of a challenge at the bottom of the straight. Very hard to tell from this distance. We were discussing last night that we really need a commentary box over the back there. It would be great to have one just on the exit of Nelson's there, just to overlook that and the bomb hole. We'll be able to see them into quorums there. Hint, please, MSV, can we please have another commentary box? We'd love to be able to give everybody the live action from there. The cameras we've got will help here a little bit, but they're not the be-all and end-all, unlike actually seeing it live. As we wait for leaders to come round quorums into Murray's once again. And are we seeing any challenges there, Bradley? No, it's the second group there. Here come the leading group over the line. Let's have a look at some times here as well as we come across the line for the first flying lap, and that is Lindemann leading Dowds and Twyford from Ducran. We're in the 204s early, 204.8 for Lindemann ahead of 205.3 for Dowds, 205.9. And actually 205.5 for Ducran as well. So yeah, you're right, he is going extremely well down there as they make their way around to Wilson's once again. Costa makes up 2 places there. He's not going to be close enough to Ducran, but he's going to try and beat Finnis there, and Bettis goes back a couple of places too. Barron goes past on Mayer, and it looks like Barrett has lost a place to Walsh, to Tyler Walsh, but of course Barrett is in the rookie Minitwins. So he hasn't lost too much there at all. Where are the leaders doing at the moment, mate?
Heading into the fourth turn on this Snetterton 300 circuit. Round the left-hander of Agostini's, onto the short straight now between Agostini's and Hamilton's. A quick left-hander, but it is Dave Lindemann there still leading the way on the 333 machine. Support from Giraffe Decorators there as well with Dale Dowds. The gap was just shy of half a second this time around. Looks around about a quarter of a second there. He's half the gap as they go in towards Oggins then. And Dale Dowds on bike number 22, the Sublime Design man, as they go round. Williams is right there with him and could well be making use of that slipstream. It's so important here at Snetterton, isn't it, that slipstream?
Oh, no, absolutely, particularly down the long Bentley straight, of course. And obviously Dowds was so dearly loved to get past on Lindemann. He's going to have a good go here. He's right under the bridge. He's going to go for the suicide squeeze down the inside. What Dowds needs to do is to put Lindemann between himself and his great rival Twyford, of course, because that extra 5 points could make all the difference by the end of Brands Hatch. So David, unfortunately, looks like a bit of an action replay of yesterday where, unfortunately, Dave Twyford just dropping back from those two. He knows he's in a safe place. He's going to let those two get on, argue it out as they come round. Corum's now, look at it, it's nose to tail, side by side stuff all the way round.
Dale Dowds has the advantage, but Lindemann is so quick into Murray's there. He's not close enough to make a challenge this time around, but look how much he closes on the brakes there, runs it right out to the edge of the rumble strip on the exit of Murray's there, does the young South African, but Dale Dowds now leads the way. We are coming up to the end of lap number 3 there, and we still have 4 to go.
Okay, Dell leading, but unfortunately it's the wrong end of the race to be coming across the line at the head. You want to be doing that in 4 laps time, I'm afraid, Dell. 0.074 between the two of them. We're into the 204s again, low 204. Twyford, Ducran, Finnis, Costin and Bettis, and it looks like Finnis has got past on Costin that time, so they're continuing their good little battle with Lillian Mann not too far off the money either. Dave Twyford, is he settling for third, or can he just not match the pace of these two around here, I wonder, Bradley?
Well, we spoke earlier on, didn't we?
Little from column A, little from column B seems to be the tweet from behind you there. No, I was just saying, a little from column A, little can he stay with him, or is he going to bother fighting too hard, because he knows he's in a safe third. And Dell will be the first to admit that racing against Mr. Lindemann is a bit of a breathtaking experience sometimes. He did say following him around Corums, watching him slide the bike around, it's a bit of, wow, I'm not quite sure if I want to be this close to him, basically. So Dell is very happy to be leading. He likes to lead from the front, does Dell. And he's got his race face on. He's determined today, I think. Oh, look at that. Oh, go on, mate.
Look there for Dave Twyford, and Mitch Ducran's right there with Dave Twyford as well. So Dave's got to be careful from Mitch coming up behind him then, because Mitch Ducran on the black and the pink number 66 machine round Williams. He's close enough to make use of the slipstream. Likewise, Dave Lindemann, he's right there in the wheel tracks of 22. Dale Dowds, and again, they go down the back straight side by side. And we'll pick him up into the braking zone for the left-hander of Brundles. Is that Lindemann to the inside there? I believe it is. The black machine leads the fluorescent machine of Dale Dowd. So Lindemann retakes the race lead of this one at this stage.
Tell you what, I'm curious about that battle behind though as well, of course, because obviously if Ducran can go past on Twyford, that could also be a Billy bonus points for Mr. Dowds here. If he could win the race and his rival finishes in 4th, that'd be a huge result for him.
What we need to see is just the amount of corner speed that Dave Lindemann carries into Murray's there. He runs it right to the outside of the rumble strip on the exit of Murray's there. Dale Dowd's following, but there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, all coming through Murray's and onto the centre straight once more, and they're both being wheeled on at the front of this race there, but Lindemann leads the way over Dale Dowds. Last time around it was 7/100ths of a second. This time it's 0.4 of a second, and it's the fastest lap of the race from Lindemann, a 2:03.458.
Wow, absolutely flying. Just watching it. They're doing the whole 2x2 thing here as well across the line as we watch. That was Lillian Bettis, I think, coming across the line, having her own little personal battle, separated by, again, fractions of a second. I tell you what, let's keep an eye on that Ducran and Twyford battle as well, because that could also be very important as well. Certainly, it could be a 12-point difference at the end of this race. That would put a smile on Dowds' normally smiley face.
Mitch is in 3rd place now, so Mitch Ducran makes the moves.
And look at the lead as well. The lead has changed as well. We could Dowds, who's leading into Agostini's, and it's Ducran. So all of a sudden, Twyford is 4th. So that's all of a sudden we've gone from a 4-point gap to a 12-point gap. So that's a huge difference, of course, as we do get towards the end of the season. Twyford is pushing on. Twyford is not going to let 3rd place slip. He realised he's got a battle. Maybe it took a while to realise how quickly Mitch was coming. And fair play to Mitch. He's got right back in form. He's proving himself to be a bit of a serious contender at this stage as Lindemann now looks to pass Dowds as well. He's tucked into his slipstream. Tell you what, if those two are any closer, I think we'd have to get sponsorship from Durex for them. Down the straight they go, pretty much side by side, working their way past the back marker. Of course, 7 laps might mean there's a difference to come to be played with those as well. Lindemann now looking for the inside of Dowd. Wait and see what Ducran can do over Twyford. Again, it's very hard to tell from this distance. They duck behind the fence, trying to keep themselves as low as they possibly can. Wait until they come back into our view around Corums there. Bradley, what have you spotted, mate?
Looking at the lap times there, a 203.458. We're around about a tenth of a second away from the lap record, which is an 8-year-old lap record of a 203.319. So that is where we're looking there. So that was set by Rich Hicklin, of course, a former MRO Minitwin champion and Milano Trophy winner, as the race leaders now make their way in towards Murray's, and it is still Del Dowds leading the way from Dave Lindemann.
Okay, up the straight we come then. Where are we going to be? We're going to be 5 laps in. There's still going to be 2 laps left to go. And again, Dowds is leading at just the wrong moment, really, because now Lindemann pulls the toe. However, I wonder, no disrespect to Lindemann. Oh, Dowds holds on to it, Richie's, but he gets lent on. And looks like Twyford's beating Ducran, who's very fast into Richie's as well. I'm not going to take anything away from David. I totally respect his talent. We know that. But I will say I think Dowds has got a little bit more racecraft to him, a little more experience. He might be a little bit more of a thinking rider, whereas David is a very impulsive rider. So I wonder if Dell has maybe just sussed out where he's quicker than his rival, or maybe he's trying to break his rival into a mistake. Lindemann has made precious few of those, to be fair, even though despite his wild style, as he goes down the inside on Dowds into Agostini, the hard braking. Let's see if he gets the exit speed there. Yep, sure has. What's happening behind there? Is that no, Ducran not quite close enough to Twyford that time round, but here goes Dell. He's going to follow him through. Hamilton's there. They slip through 2-3 bike lengths between them, and again Dowds is now perfectly placed to pick up the slipstream on the long straight down the Bentley straight. And of course next time round it's going to be the last lap flag, the old hurry up flag. But I don't think you have to tell either of these two to hurry up, that's for sure. Right, now they disappear out of the sight behind the fence once again. We might get a glimpse of their helmets as they go down the back straight. And yeah, it's pretty much side by side. Wasn't sure who's got the advantage. I think Dowds might be on the inside there. That gives you the advantage going into Brundles. But of course it gives you the disadvantage going on to Nelson's if somebody can get the outside pass there. And that's Dowds leading, isn't it?
Yeah,
Dowds
right.
is going to lead them round into Corums this time. They go up to the bomb hole. Again, they're out of our sight. We can basically see them coming into view now through Corums. There's going to be a back marker coming into play as well. Side by side stuff. Look at these two go. Absolutely flying.
Just a quick one. We've got a rider down at Palmer's, at the right-hander at Montreal, but the rider's up and okay. But to the race leaders coming out of Murray's now and onto the centre straight, being shown the last lap flag, so only 3 miles left.
Rookie Minitwins going to come into play here again. Dowds leads over the line. He's got to do that one more time, side by side stuff. Okay, that's slower rider. Oh boy. No, Lindemann down the inside. No, it's Dowds who's going to get the back marker shuffle there. That was scary stuff. I think Lindemann realised he was going to collide with the back marker, so he managed to squeeze the anchors, and that's given Dowds a bit of an advantage.
Well, to be careful of as well, there is a yellow flag showing on the exit of the right-hander of Richard, so we didn't obviously see the move there, but there is yellow flag showing.
Maybe so that's why he backed out of it as well, of course.
Yeah, that is one overtaken opportunity, 2 overtaken opportunities gone there for the race leaders. We will watch him go in towards the left-hander here and out on towards the straight, in towards turn 4, then the left-hander of Agostini's, and it is Del Dowds just about holding off Dave Lindemann on the brakes then. Where's that battle for 3rd place? And Dave Twyford, bike number 1, the reigning champion, has just about broken Mitch Ducran, but Del Dowds and Dave Lindemann, 22 and the 333. There's nothing to separate them as they go through the left-hander of Hamilton's and onto Oggies now, but Dave Lindemann is in prime position to make use of that slipstream for the final time down the Bentley straight.
Well, Dowds can do everything he can to break that toe, but he'll know his rival is there. They're separating by about 2 or 3 bike lengths, but again, we've seen Lindemann get great drive, of course, out of that corner. Ducran will be in a similar position to Twyford as well. He was 3/4 of a second back as they came across the line, but Dave will be using all of his racecraft to try and hold him back. And there goes Lindemann down the outside now of Dowds. I think Dowds has still got the inside, though, for Brundles. We'll have to wait and see. There's no lack of speed from either of them. And of course, we saw the youngster have a bit of an incident there.
got it. Lindeman's leading.
Lindeman's got it at the moment. Right, as Dowd's got an answer. Over they come to the bomb hole, separated by 2 or 3 bike lanes. They disappear out of our sight once again. This is the action we've come to expect from the mini twins all year. Certainly not disappointing us, and that looks like Lindeman suddenly found an extra bike length or 2. Now can Dowd fight back from there? Will Lindeman go too hot into Murray's? Here we come then for the last time. The last corner, they go into there. Looks like Lindeman's come out cleanly. Has Dowd managed to get a good drive coming out? We'll have to wait and see. The checkered flag is fluttering, and Dowd is coming on strong, but it's not going to be enough, unfortunately. It is Lindeman taking yet another win. This could be a perfect weekend so far. It is going to be Twyford holds on to third, so the gap does go down by 4 points once again. However, there's still quite a few on the board. We're going to call the rest of them over the line there as well. It is Mitch Dukran. That's a great ride from Mitch. We saw him break down into the 205s. 203.458 was the fastest lap of the race. That goes to Lindemann. We don't get anything for that, of course. Toby finishes in 10th place ahead of Steve Costin, Jack Bettis, Kev Lilly, Alexander Mann. It should be Brian Mayer looking to round out the top 10. William Barrett, after that good run earlier, still's going to lead the rookie mini twins, but he's going to finish a little bit further back than he was.
There goes Brian Mayer across the line ahead of Tyler Walsh there, bike number 35. So let's have a look then, the 115 to 35. There goes Seb Barron, bike number 89. Next up is 15. That's James Svensson there, isn't it? Svensson ahead of Barrett. So Will Barrett, 511, takes the 25 points in the rookie mini twins in this particular encounter. And that is 14th place overall ahead of Bate, Luff, King, Eggington and Wood. So Tim Wood in the top 5 in the rookie mini twins there. Malvern May 15th in class, 20th overall. Then it's Will Hopkins who is 6th of the rookie mini twins. And that is the 21st position. Then Lee Smith, the next rider we are expecting across the line. So across then, there goes Matt Cham on the Ducati Monster ahead of Lee Smith. There goes Davey, 7th of the rookie mini twins. Good battles all the way down the order there as Colin Hall beats Simon Wilkinson to the line by a 10th of a second then. That's 18th and 19th in class. Svensson, Crisp, Siggins we're expecting, and the 373 bike of Eagling has taken the checkered flag already. So through goes Siggins. But what a close race again, once again for the MRO Mini Twins. Less than 0.2 of a second separated Lindemann from Dowd's there.